Good day, good people. My name is Kabasekwele. I am an online math tutor here to help young children turn their struggles into their successes. Today we are going to be talking about study skills, especially study skills that children need when they are in middle school, particularly for mathematics. Now, I already have a video about study skills, but this video will be specific to children who are in middle school. Firstly, why do middle school students need to make an effort to have good study skills? Well, they're now entering a phase where memorizing is not gonna cut it. Back when they were in elementary school, it was very easy to memorize and just know the information that they were learning in order to pass. It's a lot easier than what they need to do when heading into middle school. So now, what do they need to do in middle school? What study skills do they need in order to do well in middle school? Firstly, I speak about this often, and I cannot stop reiterating it. They need to study with the aim of understanding. If their study skills do not help them understand what they're learning, there's no point. So now the question is, how can they study with the aim of understanding? Well, to understand something, you need to reason on it. They need to develop the skill of asking themselves the right questions. If your child is not asking and answering their own questions when studying mathematics, they're not studying correctly. So usually when the average child studies, they think to themselves, okay, so I have a test tomorrow and I will be writing on percentages. They open up their textbook and they find a page that discusses percentages. Then they would read through some of the examples in the textbook, and then they would go and practice this exact method. They'll try some practice questions, do well in some. They'll look for something on Google to see if maybe there's a method that they don't know yet that they can use to solve the problems that they struggle with. Then they would copy paste that exact method and say, okay, let's move on to the next topic. In that entire study process, not once was there an effort to understand any of the work. Not once was there an effort to understand what a percentage is. Not once was there an effort to understand how the method works, why all these steps are in that method. It was just a matter of knowing, memorizing, moving on to the next topic. And that is why I say when your child is now in middle school, they need to get into the habit of asking questions and answering those questions for themselves. Questions such as, based on what I've just read, what exactly is a percentage? If they struggle to answer that question in simple terms and in a logical manner, they need to go and do some research outside of the textbook. Why outside of the textbook? It is very rare to find a textbook that offers all the important information in all of these different math topics. That is why your child needs to go outside of a math textbook. If your child is only studying content from their math textbook, they are simply not doing enough. And even if they do go outside of the math textbook, if all they're looking for is methods to solve problems on YouTube or Google, that's still not enough. They're not learning everything they need to know in order to understand the subject. So when they go outside the textbook, they need to do research that will help them understand what a percentage is. Then they explain it in their own logical and simple words. Then after they understand what a percentage is, they can ask a question like, okay, so why am I finding the percentage of a number using this method? Why does my denominator have to be 100? Why is it not the numerator that's 100? Why are we multiplying the fraction by the amount? Why are we not dividing the fraction by the amount? They need to question everything and then answer those questions. If they know the answers to these questions, that's great, but I'm just trying to show you that they need to nitpick. When it comes to mathematics, they need to be critical and analyze as much as they can. By doing that, they learn math principles, things that are not written in a textbook. It's very rare to find math principles in textbooks. You learn principles through experience, through asking questions and answering those questions. And learning in this way will help your child improve their understanding, which will therefore improve their grades. Thank you so much for watching this video up until the end. If you are in search of an online math tutor, please be sure to go down to my website and schedule a free consultation with me there. Thanks once more. I'll see you in the next one.